Drake deletes the Iceman highlights from his IG. The experiment is over.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back. It's your boy EQ, and up next we have Drake deleting the Iceman highlights from his IG and his fans cooking him for it. And honestly, I don't blame either one. What started off as a great concept has turned into probably one of the most underwhelming rollouts I have ever seen, and there have been plenty of terrible ones. The job of a rollout is to create buzz and anticipation for a project, and this rollout has done anything but that. From playing half-finished demos to feeling like they're just winging all this, and you can play those type of demos to producers and artists because they can see the vision and understand where you're trying to take it. But to the casual listener, playing a mumbled top line is just going to confuse them. And when a beat is the most exciting part of a stream, I think you have effectively missed the mark. Him scrapping the project would definitely be perceived as a L, but at the very least, it needs to be retooled. Because if this project is going to be full of the type of records that we have already been getting and already have been proven to fail, it does not look good for the outlook of this project. I did see a post by Gordo, which we'll also be covering as well, claiming he was picking up some vocals, so they're obviously still working on music. Now, whether those records were for Iceman or a sequel to Honestly Nevermind, that's going to be the biggest question. Iceman could be repackaged as a mixtape, but honestly, the distinction between a mixtape and an album had definitely blurred the lines for quite some time now. But it'd definitely be an easy way for him and the Drake stands to soften the blow and lower the stakes, pardon the pun, because I know there's been several lawsuits already being petitioned. But the fans are obviously tired of the empty theatrics, and they've definitely let their feelings be known. Drake just dropped the project because they've grown super tired of the big build-up for nothing, courtesy of those streams.
What up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again, talking facts. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit notification bell. Keep sending those Cashapps to CLBMG. Join the membership gang. Listen, shout out to your boy EQ. Your boy EQ works tirelessly, right? It's called Yo EQ TV, and your boy works nonstop to bring you this information because somebody got to document when the bubble bath rapper blows too many bubbles out the tub and has to get out and wipe up the floor because he made a mistake. And what we're seeing right now, salute to the boy EQ. He tapped in on the story that Drake was caught deleting the Iceman highlights from his IG. Now, to me and most people, that sounds like Iceman ain't coming out. That sounds like your boy realized that experiment, that open air market that he was trying to create where he can get feedback in real time. He can do those test runs and put out music. 3 separate streams, which I said all 3 were awful. My brother-in-law that I told you about, I said he's a 100%. I've been telling you about him since the battle began, that he loves Drake. I asked him, did he like episode 3? And he said, loved it, right? He is in the minority because a lot of people didn't get it. Cashapp through his whole, listen, he couldn't understand. He said, that was ass. I can't get that time back. I wasted my time. I'm sick of it. I can't lie. Cashapp spoke for all of us when episode 3 was done, except for me, because I skimmed through it after it was over. I skimmed through it the next day. I saw there wasn't nothing going, and I would stop and see if something happened. Wasn't nothing happened, kept skipping. So I think I spent about 2 minutes on the whole thing. But end of the day, from all reports and all accounts that I watched several breakdowns and let other people do the dirty work. Sorry, guys, but I appreciate you, right? Hove did that. Hopefully, I don't have to go do that, right? And what I've seen with that episode 3 nonsense and 2 and 1, they were dull. They were boring. They were experimental. He was doing test runs to see what, he threw stuff to the wall to see what sticks. And you can't do that in this business, not at this level, especially after a battle where you took an ass whooping so bad, right? Beat the fleas off you, gang. So what happened was Drake started to realize after this last episode and after this lawsuit got dismissed, and a lot of his fans are starting to feel a little wonky. I told you I was in one of them X groups that was, I was quietly in there. I kept my nose clean. I just listened and watched. In the Drake group where you're not supposed to be anything but a diehard Drake fan, they kicked me out because I released too much information one day. I put it up on Twitter. I was clowning them, and one of the guys in the group, he added somebody, say, we need to kick this guy. Immediately 5 minutes later, I was kicked. But I told you, when I was in that group, they were openly and actively discussing if which one was Central C was a bad choice. Right? They were openly and actively discussing that back and forth. And if you were in that group, not me, but the people in that group that were supposed to be Drake fans, if you somehow even asked if it was a bad choice, they clowned you, they jumped on you, they questioned your loyalty to the boy. It was a massacre in there. So they were fighting amongst themselves, they were eating each other. So it just got crazy, and it's been getting crazier and crazier with every passing moment. I've done another video where the owls are eating each other. They had a group chat. I'm not a group chat. They did a Twitter Spaces, and they were coming at each other. So it's getting very contentious over there because they're spiraling. They don't know. I told you the Zoom calls every day they do the Zoom calls, but everybody ain't in on the Zoom calls, so everybody don't know what's going on. So it's getting really, really wonky, and they're nervous. So what's going on is Drake is nervous, and Drake realized he can't possibly do an episode 4 of this shit because nothing's going right. The last episode, he promised this red button. He pissed off What's the Dirt. What's the Dirt? Even when What's the Dirt was live, and he was like, there was no red button because he was informed by somebody on Drake's side. Let's just be honest. They told him a bald-faced lie. They said, hype up this stream, tell everybody because Drake gonna drop this track. It's supposed to be this red button track, which they all figured was going to be a Kendrick diss. Well, it never happened in episode 3. The episode 3 was very uneventful. It was what some of us in the business like to call trash. So what happened was he dropped that thing. What's the Dirt never got the red button that he made all these different flyers and this, that, and the third, getting people amped up about. He did a video, all this shit. So when he went live, and there wasn't no red button. What's the Dirt was like, I would never, ever tell you anything about Drake in advance again. You would never catch me out there like this again. He realized in real time that Drake be lying, right? So what happened was all of that shit happened, and it started to make a stain on his name. And the whole Iceman thing, which, by the way, gang, let's just be honest. He never told y'all the shit was called Iceman. Let's just be honest. He said it. He did three episodes of the episodes are called Iceman. He never once said my album will be called Iceman, guys. So a lot of you Drake fans, you kind of jumped the gun, gang. I'm gonna give him that. He never told you that the shit. He never dropped the album cover, nothing, da da da. But at the end of the day, the whole Iceman experiment, as we know it, which was complete goony Google, we saw it in real time. Drake has realized it's not going to work. Judge Jeanette Vargas just threw out my lawsuit. I'm down bad. I got an appeal that's going nowhere. Akademiks is starting to trade on me. He had to rub Akademiks on the back, right? On his own birthday, and got Akademiks back in line. And What's the Dirt? You next. That text coming, that you up text coming next. So end of the day, that whole situation with Iceman in them episodes started to get a little shaky because it's all experimental music. He got beats in there that he with no views, like it's just silly shit. No rapper does this, but he did it and he looked goofy. So he deleted it and his fans ain't happy. But I've been telling y'all for a while, he been experimenting in that Iceman thing. If it come out at all, right? I told him a couple months ago, I said, man, you doing this wrong. You're waiting too long in between these episodes, and then when you drop the episodes, they're this fake, faux, avant-garde Euro trash. It's trying to be artistic and it's trying to be like indie filmish, and it's like you're supposed to be, this Mediterranean. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's all slow. You got Pinocchio running up and through there. Never explain what Pinocchio was. Your stands tried to run with it, right? They start putting Pinocchios in their avatar, and they going around, they making up all these narratives. And if you really look at the real meaning of Pinocchio, they started doing breakdowns of Pinocchio. It's just got dumber and dumber. They started to really go around as grown men and women trying to make Pinocchio seem like it has some deeper meaning, right? It has no deeper meaning in regards to this. You're just saying he's a liar and he got a long note. Like, it was no deeper meaning. It was surface level bullshit. Right? You had girls dancing around in empty swimming pools. You was in a Turkish bathhouse. You did a lot of foolishness on that shit. Didn't resonate well, and you know it. And now you embarrassed with it, so now you done deleted the whole shit, right? Well, his fans are upset, right? I'm laughing at it because I already knew what it was. He need a better team in his corner, gang. They're not telling him the right things. And I know dudes don't listen at this level, but bro is spiraling out musically. It's like he's out of touch. He doesn't know what he really wants to do musically, right? And like Yo EQ said, the bro is brushing off old-ass hard drives with old-ass music. Let's just be honest. We all know, anybody knows that the Sexy Songs for You was old music that Party Next Door had already recorded. He jumped on there and threw some verses on, probably took some verses off and put himself on there. So it was all old shit that he wanted to just try to spin the block and get out there and see what it did. It did what it did. They took a long time to get it where it was going. Now they acting like they won a championship. These motherfuckers spent that shit. They ran that damn album nonstop, 24 hours a day. All of his fans on Twitter, they ran that album, botted that shit continuously, and they got real close. They got number 2 with, what was it? What Did I Miss? Got number 2. It was real close. Everything else failed and flopped. I think Drake is going back to the drawing board. He probably finally gave somebody else a good little text, one of these producers out here that he couldn't get in touch with before. Now they like, okay, what's going on, gang? What? Talk to me, man. I'm ready to work. Like, so he probably got some new producers and some fresh energy going on. So he's like, you know what? All this Iceman shit is trash. I'm gonna go ahead and delete the whole hard drive. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Format over that shit. Like, we good. Like, all of it. Just format. Hit format, gang. Just format the disc, man. I'm gonna start some new shit. So he want to forget about Iceman, but we can't. We had to sit through this shit for a month. So Drake, as it stands, salute to the boy EQ. He peeped it that your boy deleted these things. And in my world, when you start deleting shit that you just promoted a few weeks ago, you're done with it. So we can safely say, Iceman, ain't no more episodes coming. And that whole album, that whole concept, whatever it's supposed to be, they was throwing around all these different weird analogies. Yo, it's supposed to be Bobby Drake from the X-Men. No, it's supposed to be the world famous ice hockey player. No, it's supposed to be the world famous serial killer, right? Iceman was everything and everybody, right? So it was all these different scenarios. Drake never said which one was one or the other. They don't care. Academics don't care. They don't need no information. They'll make it up themselves. So at the end of the day, we just saw the death of Iceman. You're not getting it. A lot of you people thought he was going to drop. I think Taylor Swift already came and went. Perfect time to drop it. So maybe we will get it before. What Aiden Ross said, he already heard it. It's a masterpiece, right? It's so good. The world needs to hear this. Aiden Ross said that shit about 3-4 months ago. Still ain't no Iceman. So I'm the bearer of bad news, Drake fans. I don't know if you're going to get Iceman, be it Bobby Drake or whoever it's supposed to be. So I would say just start looking for a new title. Might want to start looking for a new artist to worship. It's getting really wonky, gang. This guy's so scary. He don't even know what to give you guys. Let's just be honest. I wouldn't want to be fans of a guy that don't even know what he want to do. Man, I'm out of here, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. CLBMG, man. This thing is just goony googly, and it's like a spoof. It's like a spoof of rap. This is like a bad movie. Like, come on, gang. Like, I don't know what's going on with this guy, but he's playing a role, and the role ain't hitting no more. The movie need to be just recalled, gang. Like, just clear the set out, man. We just done here. The budget's over. You're over budget. It's over, gang. Listen, I'm out of here, man. CLBMG. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live on The What Show. Me, TJ, and Fliz. Patreon's coming, and tap in below. Buy some merch. I got the I'm Just Gonna Be Honest merch down there, the What Show merch. Listen, I'm out of here, man. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end. And then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking. And all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like past fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share, tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location, tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here and we ain't the cheese, we the trap.